little yellow motherfucker got a big mouth with some pink lips. Yeah, he got some highly unusual white woman shaped pink lips, but he got a big mouth like the front of a duck's platypus. No, fuck some pussy. I want to put rappers in jail. There's nothing more pleasurable than walking around with a heart on, knowing you the nigga got rapping niggas scared to mention your name.
The internet thought it had seen every scandal, every clapback, every meltdown, but this time felt different. One video set the stage, one voice turned it into chaos, and suddenly, the Harris family name was dragged into a spotlight no dynasty ever asks for. Behind the memes and the rants, there's a deeper question. Is this just noise for clicks, or the start of something far uglier? Let's break it down.
This is the second time I've seen my family attacked. And I've seen social media weaponized, used against us.
It all started with a video. King Harris, already infamous for his antics, flexing cash, reckless live streams, messy club appearances, suddenly had his image torched by a leaked clip that spread like wildfire. The video wasn't just embarrassing, it became instant meme fuel. By the time Twitter got a hold of it, the timeline was a bonfire. And who came running with a gas can? Charleston White. Charleston has a gift or a curse, depending on who you ask. He doesn't just clown people, he eviscerates them. He didn't treat King like a celebrity kid, he treated him like prey. His live rant turned King into the punchline of his circus act, mocking his looks, tearing apart his persona, and going so far as to predict the boy would end up in jail again, like it was a family prophecy. But Charleston didn't stop there. He crossed the ultimate line, invoking the name of Trayvon Martin, twisting national tragedy into shock comedy just for clicks. That was the breaking point. What might have been just another Charleston roast suddenly felt like cruelty weaponized. The internet didn't laugh, it gasped, then ignited.
What Instagram model do you want?
I want T.I. son in jail.
Oh, God.
That fuck some pussy. You nigga, I come 30 days straight. I'm walking around say, you know I'm the nigga put T.I. son in jail. Yeah, I'm the nigga got T.I. son.
Within minutes, started trending. Instagram timelines filled with side-by-side memes of T.I. scowling in old mugshots and Charleston grinning like a cartoon villain. TikTok creators reenacted the beef like it was WWE. And through it all, King Harris found himself dragged across digital battlefields he never asked for. The leak had already humiliated him, but Charleston's mouth turned it into a cultural earthquake. And everybody knew it was only a matter of time before Clifford Harris himself entered the chat.
Now I don't think Charleston really give a, I don't think Charleston give a, you know what I'm saying? Because he's his own, you know what I mean? He's his own machine. He don't really need nobody else to, you know what I mean, to boost his shit. He got his people he fuck with, you know what I mean? And, he say some outlandish shit at times. Hey, he's his own man. He is, how you want to call it? It's a character. And y'all on YouTube got to understand that people be in character. Now, I don't agree with a lot of the shit he say, but
to understand why this drama detonated, you've got to understand Charleston White. This man isn't just a troll, he's a professional agitator. Every morning, Charleston wakes up, grabs his coffee, and doesn't check emails or affirmations. No, he logs on to torch whoever's name is trending. Tupac? Mocked. Nipsey Hussle? Dragged. Jay-Z? Laughed at. He's built a career off throwing verbal grenades into hip-hop culture, then standing back to watch the fire. Charleston doesn't just speak, he performs. His live streams are chaotic carnivals, half stand-up routine, half street sermon, all venom. His formula is simple but deadly. Grab a famous name, slap it into a foul punchline, deliver it with manic energy, and let the internet carry it into virality. The messier, the better. His words aren't conversation, they're weapons, and it works. People feed into it like addicts. Outrage gets clicks. Clicks get cash. The more grotesque the comment, the louder the echo. It's a hustle, but one Charleston runs like a master. His critics call him a bitter loudmouth. His fans call him a truth teller. Either way, everyone listens. So what do you think? Is Charleston White just a comedian chasing clicks, or did he finally cross the line? Drop your take in the comments because this one's dividing the internet.
Like my nigga. I don't have no gang. I ain't in no gang. I got family. I got motherfuckers who willing to risk their lives and freedom to die by me and mine. You hear me? Well, don't fucking play with me, man. Don't fucking play with my motherfucking child, nigga. Ever, nigga.
Fast, but mocking King Harris wasn't just another notch on his belt, it was a miscalculation. King isn't a random celebrity's kid, he's the son of T.I., a man whose entire brand is built on defending family, legacy, and respect. For Charleston, it was content. For T.I., it was blood. Charleston's mouth had dragged him into countless storms before, but this time, he didn't just poke the bear, he grabbed it by the throat.
Yeah, and he going to jail again. He ain't grew up tough like his daddy. Well, first thing I thought, little yellow motherfucker got a big mouth with some pink lips.
Here's the thing about King Harris. He's been in the spotlight his entire life, but he's never had the luxury of just being a kid. Raised under flashing cameras, with parents who built their empire on music, TV, and constant headlines, King has been both privileged and cursed. From flexing fat stacks of cash on Instagram to sparking brawls at Waffle Houses, King's been portrayed as hip-hop's wild child. Critics drag him for trying too hard to act tough, while fans defend him as just another teenager growing up too fast in the shadow of fame. Every mistake he makes becomes clickbait, every misstep becomes a meme. So when Charleston White zeroed in on him, it wasn't a fair fight. King wasn't clapping back at some troll in his DMs. He was being publicly shredded by a man twice his age with a megaphone louder than most rappers' albums. Charleston called him soft, clowned his features, and painted him as the poster child for failed celebrity parenting.
God damn it, I told T.I. he should have kicked that boy ass when last year. If T.I. would have kicked that boy ass last year, that boy wouldn't have had to jack him up today. Yeah, that boy showing out at the Falcons game, embarrassing the family. This is the the king, little ugly ass. Oh, that boy got a big mouth on him. And he talk loud with them big old red, yellow lips.
But here's where it got messy. Instead of spiraling, King surprised people. While Charleston foamed at the mouth, King brushed off the insults with a composure no one expected. He didn't break down. He didn't lash out. He handled it smoother than the grown man firing shots at him. That calmness flipped the script. Suddenly, people were asking, is the teenager more mature than the so-called truth teller? Still, make no mistake, King's composure didn't end the chaos. If anything, it poured gasoline on it. Because when a kid looks unbothered and his father looks furious, you know the story's about to hit nuclear levels.
Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with mine, bro. Don't play with mine. Just don't play with mine. I ain't finna say no name. I don't play police game. If I go to jail, it's gonna be for something. It's gonna be for something. I don't play no police game, man. I don't play no police game. I don't play no internet game. I don't do none of that, bro. Bruh. Just know as you move around, man, nigga, life is real, bro. This shit ain't no motherfucking joke.
And that's when T.I. snapped. When Clifford T.I. Harris saw Charleston White's rant, it wasn't just entertainment, it was a red line carved in neon. Forget the polished rapper who trades verses with Jay-Z. Forget the actor who played smooth hustlers on the big screen. This was the father, the protector, the man who built his image on family values and Southern pride. And he erupted. T.I. didn't respond with a carefully worded PR statement. He didn't call up a crisis manager. No, he went live, raw, furious, ready to burn the internet down with a father's rage. His words came sharp, unfiltered, and heavy with venom, calling Charleston disrespectful, demanding his family's name stay out of his mouth, and making it clear that if anyone wanted smoke with the Harrises, they'd get it. The timeline froze. People weren't just watching another rap beef, they were watching a father tear through the digital veil to defend his blood. Hashtags popped like fireworks and even trended. TikTok stitched his rants into dramatic edits, painting him as the warrior dad of hip-hop.
You not gonna get that from me. You just not. You ain't gonna never get that from me. You can go and catch 1,000 bodies. You still gonna be my son. I ain't finna treat you like, hardened criminal. I don't give a damn what you go out there and do. So you just gonna have to. You just gonna have to. That's what you gonna get from.
But here's the twist. Charleston didn't fold. He laughed. He doubled down. He called T.I. sensitive, mocked him for being too emotional. And then, because why not, challenged him to a boxing match. Yes, a nearly 50-year-old YouTube provocateur dared a multi-platinum rap legend to throw hands in a ring. That's when this drama shifted gears. What started as internet trash talk morphed into a full-on cultural showdown. This wasn't about music anymore. It wasn't even about King. It was about legacy versus chaos, fatherhood versus clout chasing, the king of the South versus the clown prince of controversy.
Yeah, so he a funny looking little yellow motherfucker with that long hair, with that blonde at the end of it. Yeah. Yeah, he look more like Tiny than he do Tip.
And the internet, it couldn't look away. Social media loves nothing more than a scandal that feels like a gladiator match. And when T.I. and Charleston White clashed, the crowd went wild. Memes dropped faster than mixtapes. One viral edit plastered King Harris into a courtroom sketch with Charleston dressed as the smug judge. Another showed T.I. and Tiny standing at a chalkboard labeled Parenting 101, as if Charleston had been hired to grade their household. The feeds weren't just clowning, they were dissecting. Twitter threads turned into full investigative reports. Fans debated whether Charleston was exposing uncomfortable truths about celebrity kids or just punching down for profit. TikTokers staged mock trials with Charleston as the defendant. Instagram gossip blogs churned out exclusive leaks that ranged from alleged lawsuits to whispers of T.I. moving like a mafia boss behind the scenes. It didn't matter what was real. The internet doesn't care about facts, it cares about spectacle. And this beef, it was spectacle on steroids. Two camps emerged. On one side, Charleston stans chanting that he was the only real one willing to speak truth about spoiled celebrity offspring. On the other, fans chanting stand on business with T.I., applauding him for refusing to let a stranger humiliate his son unchecked. Quick pause. If you were in T.I.'s shoes, would you have gone public like this or handled it behind the scenes? Let us know and hit subscribe because this feud is far from over.
You already know that when you come to jail, everybody jealous of what you done had in your life. That's just part of the culture. Like, I wish I would have had millionaires.
The polarization fed the algorithm. Every rant, every clapback, every rumor became content. It wasn't just T.I. versus Charleston, it was everyone versus everyone. A cultural food fight where respect, parenting, and generational divides all got dragged onto the battlefield. And the funniest part? The more chaotic it got, the more both men benefited. Charleston's views skyrocketed. T.I.'s name dominated headlines. King Harris, for better or worse, became the most talked about teenager in hip-hop. The internet smelled blood, and it feasted.
Nobody thought to stand up, speak on my family's behalf when we being attacked. Nobody. Never. Not once. All right. Yeah, where we at with it? Let's let it stay.
But just when it seemed like the story couldn't get any wilder, the conspiracy machine kicked in. Rumors whispered that Charleston White wasn't acting alone, that maybe, just maybe, he was on somebody's payroll. Industry insiders speculated that powerful names were backing him, using his chaos to distract from bigger scandals brewing behind the curtain. Was Charleston a puppet for the powers that be? Or just a loudmouth stumbling into paranoia fuel? Nobody knew, but the theory spread like wildfire. Then came the whispers of retaliation. Allegedly, promoters started canceling Charleston's speaking gigs. Venues rechecked contracts. Some claimed YouTube shadow banned his streams. Fans swore T.I. was pulling strings behind the scenes like a Southern Don Corleone. Whether true or not, once Twitter got hold of the narrative, it became gospel. T.I. was cutting Charleston's oxygen supply one booking at a time, and Charleston loved it. He grinned into the camera, bragging, "See, they can't handle the truth. They try to silence me, but you can't cancel real." His followers ate it up, hailing him as a martyr for free speech, a digital revolutionary fighting against industry control.
At this point, you little yellow motherfucker, you got to forgive Tippy and Tiny for what you think they should have done, what they did, or what they didn't do. You got to forgive them, nigga. Because now, since you say you're a grown man, you're stifling your own growth. Yeah, you stifling your own growth, nigga. So forgive Tiny and Tippy for what they did or didn't do, my nigga. Now you not doing this for them.
Meanwhile, King Harris was suffocating in a different way. Every move he made, every story, every night out, was instantly hijacked by Charleston memes. Even unrelated Harris family posts were flooded with trolls. For a teenager still carving his identity, it was suffocating. And suddenly, sympathy for King started trickling in. People began asking, was this still commentary, or had it crossed into cyberbullying? By then, the feud wasn't just about trash talk. It was about family, fame, and survival in an industry where controversy sells better than talent. T.I. and Charleston weren't just fighting. They were feeding the culture's addiction to chaos. Controversy is currency, but who's really cashing out here? Charleston White or T.I.? Comment your pick and make sure you're following so you don't miss the next twist.